HCC has helped in the formation of many success stories, and Siddharth Thakur and his Firebot is one of the most impressive.
I really started learning really quickly about how to do real-world engineering, like CAD modeling, prototyping, and then finally designing actual parts. And through my club, I met Mr. Fields, actually. My club typically went to Mr. Fields for 3D printing and things, and that's how I met Roland. And then I kind of hit it off with Roland, and we started talking about different advice for my projects. And Roland gave this awesome advice and these cool ideas, and we had these great conversations.
Summer, he was prepping for college engineering, and he's been working on his bot for quite a while. So he was trying to do some more finishing touches to it. It's one of those deals, you're working on it yourself, it slowly evolves. And so he's been working on it for a while. And so what it is, his bot was made out of thin metal because, it's a Firebot. He needs a metal body so that it can go into fire and survive. He actually used oven material to kind of, insulation and stuff like that. And it worked out pretty well. He actually stuck it in I think a barbecue pit or something, and checked it out. It did pretty well.
Firebot is basically an unmanned ground vehicle or a robot that can be deployed into structural fires to search for human victims inside these burning buildings without necessitating firefighters to physically enter burning buildings and risk their lives while looking for victims. Because basically, nationwide, firefighters are required to search all structural fires for human victims on the off chance that there are victims in the fire. But because most of the time there aren't, this leads to thousands of injuries and multiple fatalities every year because they're exposed to life-threatening situations such as getting trapped in the debris, getting lost, or running out of air. And so Firebot is kind of one of the first solutions that is developed to target this problem. And it's a thermally insulated robot, so it can be deployed into these flames and it can withstand this heat, as well as be wirelessly controlled, so the firefighters can be safely outside the building and conduct remote operations inside the situation. On Firebot, there are obstacle climbing flippers on the front. It's like a tank, but on the front of the tank, there's two arms that can raise and lower. And these raising and lowering flippers allow the robot to surmount obstacles and climb stairs up to 8 inches tall. So the robot can pull itself upstairs into multi-level buildings. However, while this works, this is not the best application of this. It would be more efficient to throw one Firebot in the bottom story and another Firebot in the top story, because Firebot is so low cost and the price of human life is incalculable that it makes sense to send multiple robots in rather than rely on one.
It's kind of cool. He's always been a really nice kid. He's very persistent. He talked to the various fire departments locally. He talked to the Stafford Fire Department, and I think maybe the 13th or one of the two, about his idea. So he was passionate. It's really cool. So he's been persistent. From what I can tell, it's still a viable product. I still don't see anything out there like that. Nobody's really done it yet.
For HCC Beat, this is Randall Williams.